What?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes and what else?
Flies.
And what else? Huh? So what are all these things have in common?
They're all
They're all what, Ella? Animals. What are they doing?
attacking him
They're attacking Brian. And why?
because of blood. Blood is
His what? Where does your blood come from? Your what?
skin.
So what's exposed? His skin is exposed. So that's basically our gist that we got for 33-34. Now, that's his physical state. Let's talk about his mental state. Mentally, how does he feel? Who? Brian. What does he feel? He's stressed and confused. Why is he stressed and confused, Ronald?
Because mosquitoes are attacking him, and they never mention that on TV about the invention, so that's why he's confused. And he's stressed because
We should be training Ronald.
he's stressed because he's on an island and
Charlotte, sit up, baby. Pencil down.
he doesn't know what to do to get home, or if he's gonna make it to get home.
Most definitely. Did you still want to be Amari? What were you saying, baby?
I was trying to say, basically, Ronald said that he's stressed because, he don't know what's going on. It's hazy, and he cannot focus his body, and he cannot. So basically, he feel like his body wasn't, reacting, but he was feeling like he was going to happen.
Most definitely. Let's put it in the G's. Wrap it all the way up. Who?
Brian.
Is what?
Stress.
Let's just say stress. We want to minimize those words. About. What is he stressed about?
Flies attacking him
So that's his what?
and
His physical state, his body. There we go. And let's just see who was listening earlier. So, what is his current environment that he's stressed about? What's his current environment? Where is he? Not an island.
He's in a forest.
It's a forest, but where did the plane land? In a what? In a lake. All right. So that's his current environment. What past environment is he stressed about, Riley? The divorce between who?
His mom and dad.
Most definitely. All right. Take about 5 more seconds. All right, we're picking back up on page 37. We're going to wrap it up at page 39 and we'll be done with chapter 4.
Everything was green, so green it went into him. The forest was largely made up of pines and spruce, with stands of some low brush smeared here and there, and thick grass and some other kind of very small brush all over. He couldn't identify most of it, except the evergreens, and some leafy trees he thought might be aspen. He'd seen pictures of aspen in the mountains on television. The country around the lake was moderately hilly, but the hills were small, almost hummocks, and there were very few rocks except to his left. There lay a rocky ridge that stuck out overlooking the lake about 20 feet high. If the plane had come down a little to the left, it would have hit the rocks and never made the lake. He would have been smashed, destroyed. The word came. I would have been destroyed and torn and smashed, driven into the rocks and destroyed. Luck, he thought. I have luck. I had good luck there. But he knew that it was wrong. If he did have good luck, his parents wouldn't have divorced because of the secret, and he wouldn't have been flying with a pilot who had a heart attack, and he wouldn't be here where he had to have good luck to keep from being destroyed. If you keep walking back from good luck, he thought, you'll come to bad luck. He shook his head again, wincing. Another thing not to think about. The rocky ridge was rounded and seemed to be some kind of sandstone with bits of darker stone layered and stuck into it. Directly across the lake from it, at the inside corner of the L, was a mound of sticks and mud rising up out of the water a good 8 or 10 feet. At first, Brian couldn't place it, but he knew that somehow he knew what it was. Had seen it in films. Then a small brown head popped to the surface of the water near the mound and began swimming off down the short leg of the L, leaving a V of ripples behind, and he remembered where he'd seen it. It was a beaver house, called a beaver lodge and especially he'd seen on the public channel. A fish jumped, not a large fish, but it made a big splash near the beaver, and as if by a signal there were suddenly little splots all over the sides of the lake. along the shore as the fish began jumping. Hundreds of them, jumping and slapping the water. Brian watched them for a time. Still in a half daze, still not thinking well. The scenery was very pretty, he thought, and there were new things to look at. But it was all green and blue blur, and he was used to the gray and black of the city. Traffic, people talking, sounds all the time. The hum and whine of the city. Here at first it was silent, or he thought it was silent. But when he started to listen, really listen, he heard thousands
39.
of things. Hisses and blurts, small sounds, birds singing, hum of insects, splashes from the fish jumping. There was great noise here, but a noise he didn't know, and the colors were new to him. And the colors and noise mixed in his mind to make a green, blue blur he could hear. Here is a hissing pulse sound as he was still tired, so awfully tired, and standing had taken a lot of energy somehow, had drained him. He supposed he was still in some kind of shock from the crash, and there was still the pain, the dizziness, the strange feeling. He found another tree, a tall pine with no branches until the top, and sat with his back against it, looking down on the lake with the sun warming him. And in a few moments he scrunched down and he was asleep again. Chapter 5.
All right, we are done with chapter 4. Let's wrap this up. 3739. Who? Brian. What is he doing a lot of? Since this crash, based off of what we read in chapter 4 today, think about it. What is he doing a lot of, Charlotte? He's remembering the secret, and that's what he's mentally doing. What is he physically doing a lot of? James. Huh? Yes. He's sleeping a lot. All right? So, what should I say in my gist? Somebody pull it all together for me. Come on, Micah. Talk, what is he mentally doing first? Charlotte said it. What is he thinking about? What was he thinking about when he was on the plane, when he was looking out the window? Yes, and the what? Starts with an S. The what? What's level 0? Thank you for showing patience. Somebody help him out. Chloe. The secret. All right. What was it, Micah? The secret. It's okay, baby. Physically, what is he doing a lot of? Sleeping. All right. So in our gist, Brian is doing what? Sleeping plus.
Thinking about the secret.
I love it. Also, we got some more evidence about this so-called secret. Does anybody have a different inference that they would like to draw about what they think the secret is? Mari, what do you think?
What I think about the secret is that,
I think the secret is about.
I think the secret is about, how, Brad and Dad had found out, and,
His dad found out what?
how, his wife actually,
Okay. I'll take it, Brian. What do you think the secret is?
What I think the secret is gonna be about, it's gonna start how their parents, how they
Okay, well, we know that they divorced, but we're trying to figure out why. They said it was a secret. I know you missed the first couple of days we read this book, but they said, we know they definitely got a divorce. It's 7, right? They're 7. That's why he was on the plane. He was going to see, he was coming from where? Who was he with? His what? He was with his mom, and he was traveling to see his dad, Ronald. What you got?
I think the secret is, Brian has seen his mom, cheating on his dad, so I think Brian told his dad about it. Because it has said, Brian has seen that and more, and then I think Brian, told his dad about it, and that's when they got divorced.
Okay. All right, friends. Y'all got about 5 more seconds to have this. gist on your paper. We're gonna move on into our read for deeper meaning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brian sleeping and thinking about the secret. Brian sleeping and thinking about the secret. All right. So, for our read for deeper meaning today, if you did your homework, you can definitely refer to your homework for this portion of our lesson. So, let me take it off, freeze. Silly Miss Black.
Silly Miss Black.
So, for read for deeper meaning, you all are rereading pages 32 through 39. I know you probably read it for homework. I know we just listened to somebody else read it in class, but I'm asking you to do this for a reason. Our text-dependent questions, wait just 1 second. Our text-dependent questions are focusing on pages 32 and 33, 37 through 39. Go back, reread. I want you to think about Brian and his feelings. I want you to think about what he's going through mentally. I know physically that's kind of what we're drawn to, but mentally there's a lot going on in his mind, and he's not able to make clear-cut decisions. All right? Go back, reread, refer to your homework if need be. What's my time stamp?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. What are we doing? What pages?
32 through 39.
All right, my timer has begun. I love how Charlotte already has her book open. She's turning back to page 32, 33. Zayda's getting started right away. So is Olivia. This book should be closed. Not right now, because we don't need our GS books for our TDQs. I'm coming around to look at homework. Make sure it's out on your desk where I can see it.
Who's there? It's Brian's friend. He went on a trail with his friend, a friend named Gary.
Yeah, and that's when you see him in the secret.
For the secret, yeah, because the mom was in the car with the, what is this thing? With the tennis white, a white tennis shirt.
He was going down the trail with his friend Terry, and that's when you see him.
What page?
It was on page.
Huh?
29, yeah, 29, 30.
All right, thank you, friends. All right, back to my read for deeper meaning. I'm coming around the thing. I'll see. come on. Come on. Four more minutes.
Four more minutes.
Baby, you looking like you're supposed to be ready. One more minute.
One more minute.
Excuse me, Miss Black. Miss Harris said that she need a hatchet hook.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Go ahead and start. Put your pen in it. Class, class.
Yes,
Class, 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 class.
yes.
We're gonna go ahead and jump into our TDQs for today. Go ahead and write your name. If you haven't passed your papers back, pass them back. Write your first and last name on them. Our exit ticket will be a mini quiz grade, so I suggest we pull it together. Go ahead and write your name on it, first and last, first and last. All right, so I know it says 8 minutes from my timestamp. We're gonna spend 8 minutes doing my green questions. For number 1, we'll spend 2 minutes doing that, so 10 minutes in total. All right. So we have 4 questions in green with an 8-minute timestamp. How many minutes per question? Michael, tell them. 2. So for number 1, read it out loud for me, Michael.
Why did the author describe the mosquitoes swarm in such detail?
What page did he even describe the mosquito swarm on? What page? You know the page? Your book has to be open for you to know the page. I'm only gonna call on people whose books are open. Page what, Robert? 33, 34. So Ms. One's gonna go ahead and write that on our board for us. Would anyone so graciously like to give us a sentence starter for this question that Michael just read? James, what you got? Who was that he? No. Look at our question. Why does the author describe the mosquito swarm in such detail?
The author describes the mosquito swarm in such detail because
I love you. The author describes the mosquito swarm in such detail because. And why did he give us, why do we have pages 33 and 34 on here?
that's when the swarm
That's what it was based on.
My 2-minute timer has begun. I'm coming around with my clipboard for numbers 2 through 5. One more minute.
One more minute.